Hey, Shalom. I want to start off by giving all praises unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakak Radash, Barakatah, Wa Barakathum. We want to give double honors to our apostles, who are our elders who rule well. Blessed salutations to you brothers out there, teaching and enduring truth sincerity. I wanted to do this lesson real quick on basically be truthful to your physicians. You know, be truthful, be true to your physician. Now, first off, a physician is a doctor. Now, spiritually, our physicians mainly is our apostles, you know, straight out the gate. But our physicians also are elders, you know, elder brothers or higher ranking brothers. You know, not saying elders, but elder brothers. You know what I'm saying? And higher ranking brothers. You know what I'm saying? And what I mean by that is basically, it tells you, miss not the discourse of a godly man, or wear out the doorsteps of your elders and things like that. But you just don't randomly wear their doorsteps out by being there all the time. You know, when you get phone calls, you know, from brothers, or when you get visits from the Akim, you know, and a brother asks you, you know, like I've gotten questions, very direct questions. How are you doing? You know what I'm saying? You don't want no smoke, but how are you doing? You know, and what do you want to do? You know, and your response is like, oh, I'm going through Babylon and this and that. And you're not being honest. This brother is your physician and he's diagnosing you right now. If you sitting there and you got high cholesterol, you're getting dizzy spells, and your doctor asks you, do you smoke? Do you do this? Do you do that? And you're like, I don't do nothing. Knowing you smoke, knowing you do something to cause your levels to be off and to cause your health to be inaccurate. You know what I'm saying? To be off. And because of pride, you're not willing to admit what is going on with you. What you think that doctor is going to say? That doctor only could go off of what you're telling them for the most part. So, now, we're spiritual doctors, so we can read it. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's still not helping by saying, you know, something's, you know, not admitting something's wrong. So when you're going through something, you know, which we are always going through something, but that cliche of acting like you're specifically afflicted, or generally, not specifically, but generally afflicted like every other brother, and you're going through this hardship and you're being over humble, man. You know, you wake up, man, Babylon, man, tired of work. But why are you really tired of work? You know what I'm saying? Are you getting woeful because you're tired of work, because you're getting a little worldly and you wanna go to this event, you wanna go to this football game, and you feel like, you know, the gospel is hindering you from missing out on this and that, or social media is taking over your quality time, or women are fucking with your mind, and, you know, you're starting to see them big booties and they're getting to you, you know, but this is going on within you. But then when a brother asks you to get that diagnostics, you want to seem super Israelite, and you're not willing to confess thy faults to a brother. You know what I'm saying? That's what, as the scriptures say, confess thy faults one to another. Why you think it's telling you that? So that brother can reprove you. Or that brother, you know what I'm saying? That brother can relate to you. You know what I'm saying? And y'all can dialogue and grow from that situation. But when you're just trying to be super pseudo-Israelite and you're not willing to admit your shortcomings like you're perfect, or trying to imply that you're just this general Israelite that's always going through it, but you're fighting like a good soldier, and minding, and you don't have to worry about me, I got this, but at the same time I'm struggling. Nah, man, that shit don't help, man. Because Satan got tailor-made ass whoopings for everybody, man. The reason why I'm tired of Babylon generally is the same as every other Israelite, but certain situations are different, man. You know, I may have financial problems. You know, of course, it's the sins and things like that, but we're talking about like personal things. I might have financial problems. Some brothers might have hair problems. where your hair is not growing how it's supposed to be. Some brothers might have height or weight problems, or some brothers might have, disciplinary problems. Some brothers might have afflictions to where you got sickle cell anemia, or you might have a worldly thing that you can actually fix, but you're not willing to tell your physicians. If a brother called me, such as Elder Abad, Elder Malcolm is over our region, but I talked to the brother Uriah, Elder Uriah, Salakia, Elder Uriah, and if they ask me a question of saying, how's the camp going? My duty is not to sit there and come with you know how Babylon is, I'm going through it. No, I got to tell you, and it's going to look embarrassing on my part because I'm in a position of being a camp head and I should have everything under wraps. But if I want things to be fixed, I got to tell you, look, man, I'm struggling with this brother's doing that, and this brother's doing that, and I'm trying to figure it out. And that brother could hold counsel and say, look, man, this is what you need to do. Or he could say, hey, man, yeah, we all go through that. Don't trip. This is how you get there, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's making, you may feel like you're put in a position to look lowly and look like you're not knowing what you're talking about, but you worry about your goddamn self. Stop worrying about yourself and worry about what's best for the ministry, and what you can be an asset to the ministry on how to help the brothers grow and how to help the congregation grow and to become better, especially in a position of leadership, especially in just in general of you being a man of the Lord, and because basic brothers, if you're a camp sign holder, if you're a preceptor, if you're a private, if you're a sergeant, you still are a leader to the world. So you're obligated to be efficient at your job and to be honest and to be open so you can receive that rebuke, so you can grow, instead of trying to hold this self-entitled ranking in your mind to sit there and say, look, I don't want to tell this brother how I'm really feeling because I don't want him to feel like I'm a base person. Like if you don't know this breakdown, you know what I'm saying? You're scared to tell a brother that you don't know this breakdown because you feel like it's gonna make you look like a less of a person. You bugging, man. You let these people, especially the elders, man. I got a call from an elder the other day, and he specifically asked me a question, and I had two choices. Satan came and said, hey, man, you supposed to, hey, you right, brother. You supposed to act like you on a level. You know what I'm saying? You in this position, and brothers, his brothers are expected to have this stigma of you. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta play the part to that stigma. But then it's like, nah, man, I'm struggling in this area. I need to get this fixed. I'm going through this. I want to solve this issue. And I told the brother straight up, man, I'm struggling with this. And the brother response was like, man, and it was a relieving response. Regardless of how the response was, it was relieving and it was helpful. The brother, we grew from that, and I learned that how to fix it. You know what I'm saying? Instead of making an excuse and accepting that excuse and trying to play and throw a Band-Aid on and act like nothing's wrong, we grew from that situation. So that's, are you trying to grow or are you just trying to play the part? Me personally, I'm trying to grow. I want to see all brothers grow. I want to see all brothers become superheroes in this truth, man. I want all brothers to win. But I'm not going to sit here and act like you're a winner when you're a fucking loser, man. When you're doing loser shit. And you expect me to just hold you, that instant gratification, that participation trophy type of shit. Nah, man. I'm in the mode of constantly wanting brothers to grow and constantly pushing brothers to their limit, knowing when not to push, knowing when to push. So, Salak, let me step out real quick, because they got all kind of things going on. It's a whole different spirit going on, so basically, confess your faults to one another, man. Be honest to one another. The apostles, the older brothers, other brothers, it says when you go to any business or enterprise, you go to a godly man. Basically, when you go to any business or you set your foot to do something, you go to a godly man, because that man is a physician. He's going to tell you, he's going to diagnose you and tell you, look, hey, you need to do this. Take 2 pills and call me in the morning type of deal. You know what I'm saying? Don't be that brother act like you just super Israelite and then you call your ass in jail for, you know what I'm saying, for some dumbass shit. And then brother's like, hold up, you? Knowing you basically a B+ person, acting like you performing on an A+ level, and then when you do some C+ shit, everybody's taken back. Because once it happens and you do some dumb shit, then it's a stigma on you. Like, that's what it is. It's the reality of the situation. So stop, let another man praise you. You know what I'm saying? Exalt one another daily. Let somebody else do that. Stop trying to act like you're somebody when you're on a whole different level. Just because you don't want to deal with the repercussions of being a low-level brother at times. But we are low-level. Peter was doing low-level things, man. You know what I'm saying? Let me come out on the water. That's high level. But then when he starts sinking, you know what I'm saying? It's not saying that what Peter did, but Peter always put himself out there at the least. A lot of brothers are not willing to put themselves out there to reveal the truth about themselves. It's just like to play the part, and that's not a lot of brothers. That's just a term of endearment that I use, and I'm trying to get away from it. But you don't want to get into that mindset of saying, like, let me play the part so brothers will know that I'm a man of the Lord. Expose yourself, but don't just put out every fucking thing. Brothers should know what I'm talking about. You put yourself out there, confess your faults to one another with the goal to grow. Don't want to be on that level of saying, I don't want to look like a loser. You know what I'm saying? Oh, look like I'm not on my shit, or look like I'm struggling. You know what I'm saying? That I got this when you don't got it type of deal. So with that being said, I'm going to say, call halal to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Makar, HaKodash, double honor to our apostles / elders, which are GMS, and blessed salutations to you brothers out there teaching and enduring truth, sincerity. Sincere, Ahabatham, Sequoia, Shalom.